Hi, I am Amma Duncan. In 2015, while in corporate Ghana, I was up to my neck in feeling stuck. Plus, I was always broke. I wanted a change like yesterday. I was just tired. While thinking about what to do, I had an idea to share stories about women as a way of honing my writing skills to become an author. Little did I know that Father God upstairs had way bigger plans for me. Now, this idea has developed over the past 7 years into the Fabulous Woman Network, a social enterprise which helps women create wealth and impact people. Through events, training, coaching, and mentoring, we've impacted thousands of women around the world. In the beginning, I knew zilch about running a business, and so I invested in many programs and books. I still do. Learning and applying them is empowering me to create wealth, and I desire to help others get empowerment too. In fact, my vision is to see an Africa in which women are empowered to create wealth and impact people. I am constantly being asked many business-related questions, and so over the next couple of months, I'll be doing a series called Start Your Own Fabulous Business on my weekly podcast called Mind Your Business. If you're new in business, I dedicate this to you. But if you prefer to work with me one-on-one, then go to amaduncan.com/store to book a discovery call with me. For now, grab your notepad, pen, cup of tea, and enjoy. All too soon, we are approaching the end of our series called Start Your Own Fabulous Business on Mind Your Business. I have had so much fun creating content and reflecting on some of my experiences and bringing them to what I believe will be useful for you if you are now looking to start your business. So far, these topics are what we've treated. How do I start my business? Who will I sell to? How do I sell online? Which social media tools can I use to advertise? How do I create a customer database? How do I keep records of my expenditure and income? So we've done 6 topics. We are left with 2 for this particular series. I hope this has been of value to you. For those who have reached out as well, thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the thank yous. That's also nice. It's like icing on the cake for me. Today's topic, I'm going to mention it shortly, but then I just want you to know that I am doing this because a lot of you, the women that I serve, and even some youth who are men, reach out and ask questions about business, and these questions keep recurring. So I'm thinking, instead of just answering everyone one by one, let me just put together a program, because I recognize that it's not everyone who is able to pay for my coaching services immediately, and that's fine. So these are free resources that anyone can access from anywhere. All you have to do is to subscribe to our channel, follow our channel on YouTube. It's called the Fabulous Woman Network. That is where you are listening to this at. So just subscribe and follow it, and click on the notification button so that you're always alerted when we upload a new video, which is usually on Tuesdays at 12 noon GMT. But if you prefer to work with me one-on-one, then go to my website, amaduncan.com/store to book a discovery call with me. Now, today I want to talk about resources. Yes, it's amazing how many of us don't actually know that there are a lot of resources available. So the question is, what kind of resources are available to help startups? Okay, so I believe that there are 4 key things that you need as a startup. First of all, a strong vision and mission, an entrepreneurial mindset, know-how in terms of how to run a business, and of course, how to do whatever it is that you're doing. And then finally, capital. That's the cash, the money. For me, I will say the game changer for me that has helped me to get these resources and more has been the people within my network, my community. They have connected me to so many opportunities. Look, there was a point that I used to be overwhelmed with opportunities. And I think that even quite recently, I had that as well. Because a lot of these opportunities, of course, require effort. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't also do that and do that and do that. So, yes, when it comes to these opportunities for entrepreneurs, unless you are not looking for them, unless you don't want them, there are free resources and there are paid resources. And today I'm going to share both. But first of all, let me share some of the resources that I have personally benefited from. So the first of such opportunities was a conference that I attended immediately I quit my job. It's called She Summit. It was organized in Accra. I don't know if it's still being organized, but it was a great opportunity to meet other women like me, and some of the women I've followed and loved for so long. I got to meet them. I've shared many stories about that experience, so I'm not going to go into that now. Another resource that has been of value to me has been YALI. So YALI stands for Young African Leadership Initiative, and I think, yes, in the same year that I quit my job as well, I got the opportunity to do a 5-week on-site program, which was, for me, my track was entrepreneurship. So I got to learn so much. And of course, I got to meet other entrepreneurs from West Africa who we are still friends and in touch. And it's been a beautiful relationship. And many opportunities have come my way through YALI. And then same YALI had the Mandela Washington Fellowship, still has it. I think both YALI, what I did in Ghana, and the Mandela Washington Fellowships, these are all still available, so you can check them out. Just Google them. Mandela Washington Fellowship was so beautiful. This was in the US for me. I did mine at Northwestern University, Kellogg School of Business. It was just an awesome opportunity. And actually, through this particular program, I won 2 funding opportunities. Marvelous, marvelous. And then AWORK, African Women Entrepreneurship Cooperative. This was an almost a year program, actually. It was online, but with 2 opportunities to travel, to meet, the other people in the cohorts from across Africa. And unfortunately, the dates of the meetings always clashed. The conference, it was called General Assembly. It always clashed with a gig. Like, I had training gig, which was bringing me dollars, essentially. I couldn't say no. So even though the conference was free, I chose to go and work and earn income. And I have no regrets at all. But AWORK was really, really cool. And currently I serve as a mentor on AWORK as well. It's really a great opportunity. And then the final one I will talk about. I've had many, but I'm just sharing a few for now. So I discovered Harperspace. Oh my goodness. This was a month or 2 after I had quit my job. And discovering Harperspace, for me, the experience was like, oh my God, there is a whole new world outside of corporate. I remember thinking these exact words. There's a whole new world outside of corporate. At the time I had been in corporate for, 10, 12 years. And that was all I knew. I didn't know there were a group of vibrant young Ghanaians who were zealous about entrepreneurship and creating amazing things. It was just super for me to enter that program, which I had been invited to or something. I don't even remember. Atul got me into that. A good friend got me into that program. And then with Harperspace, I signed up for their entrepreneurship program. At the time, it was called Hashed. I believe they still do it. This is a program that helps startups like mine at the time to, get to be on their feet. It was a really great program, great networking, great content. And so these, for me, are like key. They are, each of these and the others that I haven't mentioned were all important blocks in the building of my business. Honestly, I don't take any of them for granted, and so many more. And so if you're sitting there listening to me, standing, driving, whatever you're doing, listen to me. There are resources. There are free resources and there are paid resources. And I'm going to start from free. And a lot of these things I'm going to share with you are things I've done myself or tried myself or I know about. I think it's just one that, as I was putting together this notes, I just realized that it's only one that I haven't tried myself, but I'll still recommend it anyway. So just stay tuned and listen. The first free resource for you, if you're looking for know-how especially, or any of the things that you need, is books. Or our books, Yeah, books. Practically free. I mean, some of the books we read, like my favorite business book is by Rachel Rogers, We Should All Be Millionaires. I bought it for, was it $17 or so? That's practically free. Okay, maybe when I started my business at the time, I couldn't have bought the $17, but now I can afford it. So what I mean is it won't cost you an arm and a leg. So I put books in free resources because I know that, look, there are libraries and there are ebooks and all that. If you really want it, you can get it. There are so many good books. There's a book, it's a bit far away from me, that I wanted to recommend, but it doesn't matter. There are business books. You can start with We Should All Be Millionaires, especially if you're a woman. That book is just fire. It gives you all the zeal you need and wisdom and some of the key strategies that you need to have if you're looking to run your own business. Then the second free resource are hubs. So like I mentioned, I discovered Harperspace. So the world I'm talking about is the whole hubs network with people who are also in entrepreneurship. And you find this in the hubs. Fab Hub Ashanti, for instance, is a hub. I had this idea for Fab Hub Ashanti first when I went on the Mandela Washington Fellowship, and they exposed that to so many hubs, and I just fell in love. I was like, oh my God, imagine if I can come back to Ghana and have a hub for the Fabulous Woman Network. It just started with this idea, and by God's grace and a lot of support from very important people in my life, now we have the hub, and some of our women already have pitched and won some very good money. Someone bought a nice this tricycle thing for her business through some of the money she won. There was actually an opportunity for a trip to Germany, but the person we sent was pregnant and had some complications at the time, so she couldn't go. But that opportunity, these are some of the opportunities we get. She was going to pitch for her business. Currently, as I speak, there's a funding opportunity that about 8 or 9 of our women are on, and they're going to get some money. It's not a lot of money, but it's good to be in that community where they've started giving you money already. There are a lot of networking opportunities and collaborations. I've seen so many of the women who come for our events and activities collaborating to, do something together. They are supporting each other's businesses or creating programs together or doing, many, many, many things. So joining a hub for me is key. If you're in Ghana, I just want to encourage you to go to Ghana Hubs, search for Ghana Hubs Network, go to their website and look for a hub that is close to you. If you're in Kumasi and you're a woman, I want to encourage you to register with our hub. So I've put the link to check it out and register. Even if you don't live in Kumasi, there are some opportunities that are online. So if you're interested in any of the things we do, I want to encourage you to register because, yes, currently I'm talking about free resources, and I know we charge for our events because that's one of the ways we sustain the business, but we also have free resources. Actually, in the next couple of weeks or so, we are having another one of those free events that we'll share with people in our network who are willing and able to participate. So this is free. This one, you don't need any, you don't need to pay or anything. You just need the investment you make is your time and effort, right? Other resources that are free, online programs like Mind Your Business. You listening to me on this program, it's free. I'm not charging you anything. Yes, you're using your internet, but I'm not asking you for money just to listen to this. And you may take one or two things that you can apply and it will help your business. I have listened to so many people and they've blessed me. So when I'm doing this, I know that, hey, this is my ministry too that help other people. Okay. Another really, really cool online program that I recently found is by Mulago Foundation. They have this program that I've started taking. I started taking it out of curiosity. However, I found that it was really helpful. It opened my eyes to something I wasn't paying attention to as a business owner. So I've put in the link, check it out. There's another one I recently discovered as well called Goldman Sachs 10K Women Program. So the link is there. These are free. You can join it. Yes, they won't give you money directly, but they will give you very good information that you can use to create your own wealth. And then the final one I will mention is AWORK, African Women Entrepreneurship Cooperative. Please check that out as well, especially, for the women, of course. And then as I was speaking, I believe it was the Holy Spirit who laid on my heart to also mention NPACT, ENPACT. So a couple of years ago, we actually won funding from NPACT, which was very good. Fab Hub Ashanti had money from NPACT, and that's one of the things we use to refurbish. Oh God, thank you. And then WIDU. WIDU. Please check that out. These actually give you money and they are free resources. You apply, and if your application is strong, then of course they do a lot of screening and all, but eventually you can get the money. Now, speaking of application being strong, this is why you even need to be joined to hubs so that you can even learn how to pitch. Over the past 7 years, the sort of learnings I've had when it comes to pitching, and I had to do the hard work of actually pitching, which can be so scary. I remember my first pitching experience. It was so embarrassing for me. Second one, embarrassing. I won nothing. But third, I won. How much was it? $4,000. And then the next one, $10,000. And then it keeps getting better, So please don't say that, oh, it's hard and all. You have to do the work. So attend these conferences, these training programs, polish your pitching skills. Like, it's one key skill as an entrepreneur. You need to be able to talk about your business to anyone. Even if you've been woken up just now from sleep, you need to be able to wake up and start talking about your business. That is pitching. there's so much more to it, but I hope you get what I mean. So when you join these hubs, like I've said, if you're in Accra, there are so many hubs. Sunyai, Takoradi. Is there one in Sunyai? Yes, there is. Takoradi, Cape Coast, Kumasi here. And if you're outside Ghana, oh my God, if you're in the US, UK, there are so many hubs, Germany. And because now a lot of things are happening online as well, you can actually live in one place and join another hub in another place. You just have to search. So search. And then, of course, if you're in Ghana, go to Ghana Hubs Network and find one that is closer to you. So I've talked about free resources. Paid resources. The first one is to hire a coach. I am a business coach. I actually have a mastermind of women in business that I've been working with for a couple of years now. I enjoy it. I usually don't open this up and advertise it now. I know a few of you reach out and ask, oh, Amma, when are you doing the group coaching again? I do it, but quite privately, because at the moment I do not have the capacity to expand this particular stream. I will get there in due time, but for now, I have to manage with a smaller group, and that's why I don't open it up. But I do coach one-on-one, And like I said, I have the mastermind, and there are other coaches. Like, just ask. Before I even became a coach, I think one of my favorite coaches has always been Christy Jackson, whom I still follow and learn from. They are great coaches. I know that Gwen Adu does coaching programs. I believe it's one-on-one programs in Ghana. So just search and pay because you deserve it. If you have the money, if you can afford it, why not pay and get someone to help you? I recently heard of this program. It's a paid program. No, actually, the program itself is not paid, but you have to pay for your ticket to the US once you get in. So it's Social Entrepreneur Program, SOCAP Global. And I've shared the link. Please find out. And if it interests you, you can pay for it. Like I said, there are free resources, there are paid resources. When I also started, I couldn't afford a lot of the paid programs, so I had to just settle for the free. But now, by God's grace, I'm also able to afford the kinds of programs that I want to go for, even if it's quite expensive. And I mean, because now I know its value, I know it's worth it. So I do that because I'm a fabulous child of God and I deserve this. Now, the final paid opportunity I'll mention is actually called Opportunity Collaboration. Also, check it out. I don't know if they are still selling tickets for that. I believe it cost like $3,000 or something more than that. But it's worth it. Oh my God. That is the kind of conference you should have on your vision board. And pray to God that you get in. Because if you do, hallelujah, say amen. So like I said earlier, look, when it comes to resources, unless you don't want help, if you do, there are so many opportunities. It requires work, though, to actually get in. It's not like they see your face. Oh, I'm Duncan, you are bald, or you are now Afro and you are beautiful, so we'll give it to you. Oh my God. Oh my God. You got to do a lot of work, but it is possible. So first, ask a lot of questions. Be curious. I know some of you, like me, you've probably been told in Fanti, say a person, you're always asking questions. You're curious, and sometimes people don't like it, but it's the only way to get to know what's happening. So ask questions, search for stuff, attend events, be open to knowing. Yes, I know some of the information will come and it's like, nah, I can't use this now. It's okay, park it somewhere else. What you can use it, okay? So to sum up what I've said so far, I've talked about the main fact that your network is key in connecting you to the right resources. That is what has worked for me. The people within my network, God bless them. I can't even begin to mention names because I'll feel like I'll leave out thousands of names and I'll feel so bad. But God knows these people are so key and dear to me. So that's one, your network. And secondly, what I'll say, or what I've basically shared, is start from what you can afford, even if it's the free for now, and then work your way up. There was a time the sort of money now I spend to do programs, there's no way I would have even thought about that. Like, no way. But now I do it because I've seen the value. I've seen how much richer the content is and the network is when I spend the kind of money. And of course, it's not everything that's always paid for. Sometimes you get really good opportunities and they are free. And if you're a serious person and you take it seriously, you'll be amazed at the resources, the quality, and how your life can change from these opportunities. So please don't lose guard. Tell yourself, put your hand on your chest and say, I won't lose guard because there are opportunities. So God willing, next week we'll have our final of the series and I'll be answering a question. Okay, so I was going to announce it, but I won't because I feel like maybe there's another question I should answer, so I won't. Just join me next week, God willing, and we will chat. Today's call to action, based on what I've said, is please, if you're not in any program currently, find one and sign up. At least I've shared a few of the resources. It's not everything I shared that's actually for women. The Mulago Foundation, for instance, it's for both men and women, Ghana Hubs Network, and also just find one and share. I had to say this because I'm thinking there's probably a man who is listening and thinking, oh, Amma is always talking about women. I have you at heart too, men. So please check it out. And if you have any questions, please feel free to share them in the comments, and I'll be happy to read and respond as soon as possible. And finally, if you prefer to work with me one-on-one, go to amadankan.com/store to book a discovery call with me. Until God willing, next week, I look forward to hearing all about your fabulous, fabulous programs. Bye.